What's going on, everybody? Sausage here. What if I told you I just spent over 150 hours playing one of the most immersive experiences of my life? A game that redefines pacing, tension, and human patience, and it only costs $1. Today, we're reviewing Paint Drying Simulator. Let's talk about that. So, the story. It's a tale as old as time itself. Do you think cavemen painted on walls because they enjoyed making pictures? Wrong. It's because everyone loves watching paint dry. Now you might be thinking to yourself, actually, Sausage, I don't like watching paint dry. Okay, see, lie more. If people didn't enjoy watching paint dry, then why would the developer make this game? There was a need, and they filled it. There was an itch, and they scratched it. Checkmate, dingus. If you don't believe me, then check out this 100% completely authentic testimonial that I did not fabricate. Unga bunga, unga, unga bunga, bunga, unga bunga, unga, unga, unga bunga. Which, to anyone who hasn't been keeping up with their cavemanese, that basically translates into, this is the greatest moment of my life. Moving on to the gameplay, it speaks for itself. The game is all about watching paint dry on a wall. Players select a paint color and observe the drying process in real time, and each wall takes 6 hours to fully dry with 9 different paint colors to choose from. Whether you like story-driven RPGs, jump scares, strategy games, or extraction shooters, this game has something for everyone. Now, let's say you're 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds into a wall of paint drying, and you decide you want to restart this wall. Well, you can press the spacebar to completely reset progress on the wall that you're currently on. This is honestly a sick mechanic that should probably be trademarked, just like the Nemesis system from Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Like I said earlier, the game starts off with 9 different paint colors to pick from, and each wall takes 6 hours to finish drying, and once I finished the 9th wall, I figured that was it. I put in my 54 hours of gameplay, and now I can finally review the game. Well, I could not have been more wrong in my entire life. Once I finished the 9th wall, I saw this black arrow and decided to click it because my curiosity was killing me like the cat that would be killed by the curiosity, and turns out I unlocked yet another 9 walls of paint to dry. I would have cried tears of joy if my eyes weren't completely dried out from the other 54 hours I already spent watching the paint dry. As for the graphics and art, the game presents a static view of a painted wall as it dries in real time. Visual changes occur gradually as the drying process progresses, and the environment remains minimal, focusing entirely on the wall and paint. The lighting appears consistent throughout the experience, and the visual design emphasizes subtle transformation rather than immediate change. You're not meant to see the graphics, you're meant to experience them. At a certain point, the distinction between player and wall begins to blur. The textures don't just render, they exist. I did reach a moment where I wasn't sure if the paint was drying in the game or if I was drying in real life, and honestly, I think that's what the developers were going for. Lastly, let's talk about the value or the amount of time you'll get out of this game. Paint Drying Simulator costs $1 US, and I got over 150 hours of gameplay out of it while earning 12 of the 12 achievements. With all of that said, Paint Drying Simulator earns a perfect rating of 10 sausages out of 10.
Wow.
Now, you might be doing some math and wondering, but Sausage, 18 walls of paint multiplied by 6 hours of drying only comes out to 108 hours, not 154. First off, shut up, nerd. Second, the game was so fun that I decided to play it a little extra after I had watched every wall. Is that allowed? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Watching paint dry? A succulent wall of paint? Get your hand off my... I would give critiques of feedback on how to improve, but you can't improve perfection. I'll be honest, there were moments where I questioned things. Not the game, never the game, just everything else. Like, why don't more games respect my time like this? Why should I be expected to do things in other games? I also noticed that after about 40 hours, my eyes started drying out, which felt immersive, but also medically concerning. And yeah, I guess you could argue the gameplay is repetitive, but that's kind of like saying breathing is repetitive. It's essential, you have to do it. On a positive note though, this is easily the most committed I've ever been to a wall, emotionally, spiritually, physically. At the end of the day, this game knows exactly what it is. It doesn't try to be anything more or anything less. It offers a very specific experience and then commits to it harder than anything I've ever seen. Do I recommend it? Well, if you're looking for something fast-paced, action-packed, and engaging, absolutely not. But if you're ready to sit down, reflect on your life, and truly connect with a wall, well, this might be the greatest game ever made. And that's my review of Paint Drying Simulator. If you got this far, consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a little comment below, but if not, just know that I appreciate your viewership nonetheless. I also stream on Twitch occasionally, I have a Discord for both content creators and casual viewers alike, and I'm a Steam curator, so consider following me on all of those platforms as well. I'll leave a link to everything in the description below. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut my review here. Mahoney out.